It's October 3rd. We gotta talk about Halloween costumes. Now I know a lot of you guys are thinking to yourselves, oh my gosh, Halloween's coming up really fast. I gotta think of a costume. You're in luck. You tuned in to me. I'm gonna give you a few ideas and maybe some pushes in the right direction on how to pull off these costumes, but I have to warn you, other people might come up with these costume ideas too. If you're going to a party or anything like that, make sure that you stake claim to your costume idea. Like, send out an email to everybody on Facebook or whatever and be like, hey, Twitter facers, I need you guys to know, if you're going to this party, I'm going as Catwoman from The Dark Knight Rises. There's one right there, easy, right? All right, so that one's not so easy to pull off easily. Not so easy to pull off without a full-out suit that is very specific and cat-eared goggles, which they sell and you can get, and it will be very popular this year. But if you want to have a costume that you don't really have to spend a lot of money on, and you're a lady, and you were thinking about Catwoman, why not go for Katniss Everdeen? You need like a leather jacket, brown pants, combat boots, and like a bow and arrow and a side braid, and you're done. You're the girl on fire. Speaking of superheroes like Catwoman, she's not really a superhero, I guess. She's just wears a suit and has a whip and pointy ears. The other ones that are gonna be popular this year, of course, are gonna be the Avengers, because the DVD just came out. So, it's in everybody's mind. Kind of hard to do unless you want to be the guy with the bow and arrow, who I don't know what his name is. All right, Hawkeye, of course, it makes sense, arrows and everything. Pretty easy, green pants, black shirt, if you could get like one of the priest collar type shirts and it's button down and then just cut the sleeves off, that would work too. Get one of those things that for shooting arrows, shooting bows and arrows from the outdoor store that goes on your wrist so you don't snap the string against your wrist, and you're good to go. You are Hawkeye. Girls, you could go as Black Widow. Once again, full out leather jumpsuit, kind of hard to pull off. Guys, if you are of the darker persuasion, super easy costume to pull off Nick Fury from the Avengers. Oh my gosh, just get yourself a long black trench coat and an eye patch and you're done. Now say you're muscly, you could go as Thor. Once again, hard to pull off, gotta have crazy intricate armor type stuff. Go as the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. Get some pants, rip them, paint yourself green, you're done. Still not something that you're looking for? Let's go with The Walking Dead. Holy macaroni, is this easy to pull off. Now, side note, it's easy to pull off with the clothes and a little bit of like gaunt white. If you paint your face white and then do dark underneath the eyes and then dark along your cheekbones, you look like a zombie. But if you want to take it one step further, there are a ton of tutorials, and Jen might even do one for you guys coming up in October on how to make yourself look more like a zombie through using makeup. There's a whole prosthetics and ways that you can do it so that you can look like you have gashes or like open oozing wounds with blood all over yourself. Jen knows how to do it. She'll show you. Stay tuned, subscribe wherever the button is. And you guys will see later on this month a video on how to make yourself look like a zombie. And I'm sure that there are gonna be some guys that'll probably wanna be Justin Bieber or One Direction, any of that stuff. I couldn't tell you how those guys dress. You know better how than I do. If you're a younger girl, I think there's this thing that Barbie has that's something to do with monsters. I think you're gonna have to go out and buy that costume. You might be able to replicate it, but I think they have like monster hoodies. If you have a monster hoodie and then maybe you wear some sort of crazy Barbie fashion, you can probably pull it off. The monster hoodie might be the hardest thing to get. Now, pirate on the other hand, that I think is something that you could probably pull off with just the clothes in your closet. I'm sure you have something that's got some sort of frills around the top, that's the undershirt. And then a vest, and then some sort of skirt with a lot of plumage underneath. What is that stuff called? With the meshy tie, I don't know what it's, you guys know what it's called, you're girls. Then that makes it look like a tutu, you know what I mean? You do that and then you tie like one of your dad's neckties around your head, and then maybe put on some like a lot of gold necklaces, boom, you're a pirate. It's done. Oh, and boots. you gotta have boots. A lot of you guys are thinking, alright, so that was a bunch of ideas for younger people in the hip crowd. I'm not in the hip crowd, I'm in the older generation. Got you covered. We've got this election coming up. You know you could go as Obama or Mitt Romney, or even Paul Ryan if you wanted to, or who's our vice president? Nobody knows. It's Joe Biden. You could also take it another step up and go as Psy, you know, open Gangnam style. That guy. Seems fairly easy, button-down shirt, glasses, blazer, go around looking like you're riding on a horse. Good to go. Once again, I do have to warn you, that is going to be a popular one this year. So if you're looking for originality, stay away from it or stay claim to it early. Now, if you're willing to spend a little bit of money and you want to go all out, Bane. Bane from Batman, you've got it. But you got to go around the entire night doing that crazy type voice, you know? I couldn't think of a good thing to say that was like a quote from the movie. Sorry. And of course, ladies, you could always go as the ever popular Nicki Minaj, Katy Perry, or Lady Gaga. Those will probably get you some attention, but some people might not know what they are right off the bat. They'll just look at you and be like, well, you look crazy. If I saw you, might not know what you were. Now, big girls, I got you covered. Honey Boo Boo Child. If you put on a straw hat and like jean shorts and a cut off polka dotted red and white top, you are Honey Boo Boo Child, and just walk around with a thing of Mountain Dew and Red Bull or whatever she's got that's her special drink. My Little Pony. The bronies? I think that might do good this year. You never know. Now, if you want to keep it simple this year, there is a new style of mask out. Usually masks are kind of hard to wear because you'll get them and they've been crushed and the one side of the face doesn't ever work very well. But mask manufacturers this year are trying to make masks that are called animotion masks, which somehow mimic, not mimic, but they attach to the face or are sticky on the inside and they sit close to the face, so that when you move your mouth, the mouth of the mask actually opens and closes. That sounds cool. Here's the real kicker. You want a very popular costume, but you want something that has originality. Here it comes. It's coming at you. You'll need to get a flesh-colored bodysuit. If you guys don't know what a bodysuit is, just like a spandex suit that is the exact, like whatever, just one solid color. And a crazy afro wig, maybe two of them. You can make yourself the Beast Jesus painting or the E.C. Homo. There's a fresco painting of Jesus that this 80-year-old woman decided to restore, botched it terribly, and now it's known on the internet as Beast Jesus. Look it up. I bet you can do this and it will be the most popular costume at the party. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Now it's time to pay the price.